Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Emotions and Stories. Today, presenting the final chapter of the Circle of Seeds. The monsoon had arrived in Gulmohar Wadi. Rains danced upon the rooftops, and the red Gulmohar flowers glistened like fire amidst the green. The dusty paths were now soft and wet, and the village wore a fresh fragrance of new beginnings. In the center of the village school stood the golden mango tree, once silent but now brimming with tiny yellow blossoms. Arav stood before it, a notebook in the hand, eyes filled with hope. Next to him, Meena clutched a basket of colorful threads. "They are all coming today," she said, barely containing her excitement. Arav nodded. "It's time to complete the circle." By noon, the schoolyard echoed with laughter, wheels of buses crunching over gravel, and excited chatter of children. From Mumbai came Arjun with a box of handmade chimes crafted from recycled material. His eyes sparkled with his usual mischief. From Kashmir arrived Zoya, carrying a small plant wrapped in wool. From Jaisalmer came Ishan, holding a bundle of story scrolls. From Punjab came Saira, her camera swinging from her neck, eager to document everything. They greeted each other like long lost stars in the same constellation, bound by stories, dreams, and something deeper, a shared promise. Meena led them to the tree, where the circle had been drawn in the mud using turmeric water. We each seed a plant, not just in soil, but in each other. A story, a memory, a hope. Arjun stepped forward first. He planted a pebble painted with the sun and said, "This is for warmth, so even when we are apart, we shine for each other." Zoya planted her snow-kissed sapling and whispered, "For resilience, so we bloom even in the coldest places." Saira added a roll of film sealed in the glass vial to remember that every frame of life matters. Ishan placed a scroll tied with a jute, a story to remind us the world is made of words we speak kindly. Then Meena stepped forward with her threads. She tied one between each child's wrists and said, "These threads are our bond. We may stretch but never break." Finally, Arav dug a small hole and took a golden mango seed, one he had saved years ago. "And this," he said softly, "is for the promise that wonder lives in all of us." They buried their gifts in small mound beneath the mango tree. Then, hand in hand, they formed a circle. Above them, thunder rumbled softly, but instead of fear, there was joy. The rain that followed was gentle and warm. As it fell, something magical happened. The mango tree shimmered faintly, its blossom glowing like lanterns. These gifts in the soil began to pulse with a soft light. It was as though the earth accepted their offering, not as children from different parts of India, but as one heart, one story. That night, the children sat around a bonfire in the school. They shared tales. Zoya told them about the plants that grew despite snow. Arjun spoke of machines that ran without smoke. Saira showed photographs of women engineers and girl pilots. Ishan narrated the story of a camel who dreamed of flying. Each story brought laughter, wide eyes, and dreams. They sang songs in Punjabi, Kashmiri, Marathi, Hindi, and Gujarati. They danced barefoot in the mud, and when the fire burned low, they fell asleep under the stars, their hearts tethered by something no storm could undo. Weeks passed. Before they returned to their cities and hills and sands, they made one final promise: to plant garden of kindness wherever they went. And so they did. Arjun started a workshop in the village where kids learned to build toys from trash. Zoya created a rooftop nursery that even tourists came to see. Saira launched a podcast featuring children's stories from across India. Ishan's book was translated into 5 pages. Meena became a drama teacher and adapted these adventures into a school play. And Arav, he stayed near the mango tree, and every week He wrote a letter to a child somewhere in India sharing a story from Gulmohar Wadi. Years later, the golden mango tree stood taller than ever, and around it, the circle they had drawn was now a ring of flowering plants, stones, chimes, and a small wooden board that read, "This is the garden of promises, planted by dreamers, watered by unity," and under it, carved carefully, "Where stories meet, magic grow." When dreams, kindness, and unity became together, they grow into something timeless. No story is ever too small to change the world. We hope you like this new series. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.